Alright, let's get this thing popping. Going, everybody. Another day. Bye. Let me make sure my audio is fine. I got my phone right. Once I know that's fine, we can get popping. I'm gonna start off as quick as I can. I don't got much time to stream today, so we'll probably, last night we left off at like almost the end of the third day, I believe. So we'll probably be able to get through like a day and a half. So, ooh. My mic is kind of having like a raspy thing when. Hello? Okay, well, I'll let that catch up. Hopefully it works better, but um, but yeah. So we left off at like almost the end of the third. Um, and then yeah, that's happy with everyone. Hope everyone had a good day. I didn't really touch Star Wars related. I was gonna re-download but I didn't feel uh, like having to re-download a bunch of stuff. So we're gonna get to it so that way we can get through as much as we can. You hear dogs in the background. I'm gonna be able to control that. They are babies. They're not allowed to cage because behave themselves, but they are still really awake because we took a nap when I got home. So you're gonna probably hear them. But it should be alright. Let's get into this. Alright, let me get some water. I have a headache. At school, I playing around in science. I have biology. We're doing not the class, dichotomous keys. We were doing just a little activity to get used to using them, and we had to do that with a bunch of. It was cool though. There's like a dogfish shark, like a catfish. It was like a baby catfish though. Alright, let's get right into this. But do you spend a lot of time with her, even in this club? Don't wait. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy. It's just. Just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people. So don't be afraid to give them their share of time. You can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? Ah, no, it's nothing like that. Still just getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. Sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, and I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Alright. Oh, this is not a lengthy one. Oh. What? Okay. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. Maybe it makes sense. Are we, like, missing? It looks like this little part of the letter got cut off, and then there's just a big... Okay, okay, here. By the way, guys, the reason why I have a Russian, like, voice whenever I read this, I don't really like to do the girls' voices. ending piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking. Who writes it? You like that? Squeaking, sine, cosine, tangent. Gosh darn, my friggin' mouse just died. Sacrifice one of the things charging. Probably my mic for now. Oh? Okay, yeah, you guys can still hear me. I think we don't need our mouse for long. Cosine tangent, like playing on chalkboard or turntable. Like playing on the vinyl or pizza crust. While playing a vinyl on pizza crust, that's pretty cool. An endless poem of meaninglessness lulled me. It's kind of... Alright, for the parts I don't need my mouse on, I'm gonna just turn my eyes up. I didn't read that. I don't think it was important though. Wait, here, history. Let's see if we can go back. History. Let's take a look. Alright. Turn. Hmm. I have to turn it off. So that way it's actually getting charged. Hmm. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. Sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. Just kind of a thing I never really seen before, I guess. I like playing with the space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. Still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know, it might change your mind. Ooh, foreshadowing. I'm sure that most people have already seen how this game goes. I made a decision last night. I've watched the whole thing, but I forgot what the decisions do. I'm gonna try my best to give the hero ending. I'm not sure if there is endings in the version I download, but I'm gonna try to make sure I can keep as many of them. You'll see, you'll see. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Now, I will be doing that when I actually get to make my own choices. I will be saving, just in case we make the wrong choice. Maybe. I might play it where it's like kind of real life, so if we screw up, there's no go backs. Wait, is the tip even about writing? What am I talking about? That's advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Well, that's it. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we even really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead and getting any new members. Yeah, that's a concern of mine as well. I really don't know with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but doesn't it tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event? Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're gonna be having poetry performance. Each of us are gonna choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also gonna let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Because this is a totally original idea. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't you didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Uh, well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? No way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. Yeah, I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it. Yeah, she also has a lisp in her head. Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys? No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess we kind of overlooked that. I'm so sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, it will inspire the rest to do the same. And then more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature's all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And now, guns. In case people don't want to share. No. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that one with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. If all it takes is standing in the front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. Guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Sayori and Monica have been trying real hard to get new memories. Least we can do is help them out a bit. True, I'm just awesome over here. Well, maybe, but it looks like Nets glances around the room at everyone else's expendant faces. Don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. It's the sun. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Yeah. Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself, then stands behind the podium. Totem, the totem of this title. No, this title of the poem is "Way to Fly." Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion between each line she recites, bringing words to life. This something she's done before, or is she simply just a natural? Glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Yuri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face I don't understand. Finally, Monica finished her recitation. I don't think that's the right word there. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. Okay, just making sure my mic's still working. That was so good, Monica. Thank you. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Yuri up all of a sudden. Yuri cusses a sheet of paper between her hands and stand up. I wish she was the one saying that. Her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... She anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. Oh, wait, that's not her. You can do it, Yuri. It's called Aftermath of the Crimson Eye. I hope that's not because of me. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Oh, great, I have a lisp and a shaky voice. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she putting so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost into her books. Her quivering words turn into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure, and she enunciates it with perfect timing. Yeah, well, she could do better. She laughed at me for having a twisty turning poem. She can do better. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and then glances around her as if she's bewildered even with herself. I... It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her. I surely didn't. No, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah. Sorry, I get... Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How'd you guys do it so easily? Ah, try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see, I see. Okay then. Here begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is, it's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, they probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what she meant by she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Sit down. Even Mr. Kempson liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where the sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. It might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have that much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Mr. Crimson. Not like I compare to you guys anyways. Wow. Friggin' Mrs. Big Words is now undercutting herself. Wonder how this is gonna go. Oh, there's the big talk. Sorry, there's a bug on my wall. Alright, well, there's no longer on my wall, but it's still alive. I hate when, like, those small little... Say, you know the really small flies that are, like, adult size, but they're, like, really small still? It may not even be flies, but they're bugs. I hate it when, like, those get in, especially during, like, warmer times like it's becoming now. And it's just like they just don't want to freaking just get up and leave. Like, they won't even pay rent either. Like, I've seen a bunch of flies pick up a pie before. They can pick up a couple dollars. Natsuki? It's fine, it's fine. Might as well get it over with. Not like I have much of a selection what to read. Just have to go with what I wrote for today. Step, oh! Do I? No way, do I get to finally read one of my poems? Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Then I'm not exactly confident with my own writing. It's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish... No, I wanted to see... Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. I wanted to see what my own poem looks like. Like, I choose a bunch of words, but I guess I don't really get a poem. Don't worry about it so much. It's... I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. It's something that you'll improve in over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. It just leaves you, Natsuki. Great. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting... Don't look at me when I'm talking to you. Anyway, the poem's called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. A little bit more unenthused. Her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. When the words feel they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem, Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. Better not make me do that again. Ah, well. At least you feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people. I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. What a surprise, Natsuki. I thought you would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. Might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. Doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all in the effort into the club. Makes me really happy. You know, don't get all giddy just 'cause I write poems. Uh, yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. Think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. Been working out really nicely so far. I didn't read the rest of that, but I think it's fine. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. All right. Stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club and impressing Manica. I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. Kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Mr. Crimson. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I'll go and say once more. Even though it's been only been a few days, I got a lot of things that already changed. Today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Yeah? Sorry, I was spacing out. Oh, no wonder. Hmm? I was thinking about something from earlier. Like, how we get to... I mean... Oh, Sayori fumbles with her words. Let's just say that one day, Harry asked you to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Put me on the spot here, huh? Yeah. Mm, why isn't there a both option? That's what I would do. I'd walk home with both. Oh, forgot I got. Here, let's do the save thing. We're gonna do Sayori, because I feel like something bad happens if I don't. We're just gonna save here. Turn. Sayori. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Eh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Mr. Crimson. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it. So, Yuri, I've already made up my mind. Can't really figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? Hmm? Conversation trails off. It's kind of weird for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Okay. I'm not gonna spoil what happens because it's kind of sad. I wanted to take a safe route because I don't know if it still happens, but I wanted to take a safe route to make sure that she stays able to walk. Let's just say that. But that would have ended bad if I didn't save Sayori. Okay, we're just gonna do the click random. So let's start out with that one. All right. I don't really know which words I chose. I just clicked randomly. Oh man, the last one here again? Don't worry, I just walked into. You were practicing the piano again? Yeah. you must have you must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember, the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah, but I'm not talking about our part of the festival. It's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Yeah, you sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they just have Fried squid? I mean, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. You're saying you don't like squid? You of all people? Eh? I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Eh? Not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Huh? Never mind. Let's just focus on our event for now today. Or, sorry, okay? Yeah. Fine, fine. The reactions aren't as fun as Yuri or Sayori's anyway. Sorry, that was for... Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Oh, my heart skipped a beat. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I'm pretty sure if I would have said go home with Yuri, Sayori would have killed her. Okay, basically, in this game, choices matter. It's not like, say, Far Cry 3 where everything you do matters. I guess it kind of does, because you only get to make limited choices. Anyways, if you... Pretty sure if you chose to, like, yeah, I'd probably go with Yuri. I'm pretty sure it goes into a thing where it's like, you don't late in the or how trying to look for her. You go up to her room, knock, she doesn't answer, and then you find her singing. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure because I'm trying to do kind of like the hero part. I'm trying to make sure as many of them as I can get saved. So it's kind of hard. I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to do that, but I'm not going to look up tutorials on it. I'm going to just play it however I think I should play it to keep everyone safe. But she's sitting at a desk, sitting in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. Wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Ah, yeah. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Is everything alright? Oh, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. Fine, you see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Let me distract everyone. All right, you say so. I worriedly glance over at I worriedly glance over at Sayori before turning back in everyone else, toward everyone else. Sorry, I have a bad headache right now. But their conversation is already dispersed with everyone back to their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she knows anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for this festival, they've been spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at their desk. Mr. Crimson, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a little downcast today. Oh, you think so? Can't say I've noticed anything about her. Like your Monica appears across the room at Sayori. Oh god, I needed to read the rest of that. Who's dragging a rubber eraser up and down at her desk. Okay. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the only one asking you, Mr. Crimson. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, she never really liked this. She always talked to me about things that bothered her. This time when I asked her, she seemed really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, no. Important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Oh, are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Sure? Maybe she has a hard time bringing up with a person of interest. BOI? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Mr. Crimson. Me? How on earth could you come to that conclusion? You're making assumptions now. She don't think about me. Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. Not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Mr. Crimson. Have you thought that maybe you always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions. You should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Ah, alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her in my head. He stands up and walks across the room to Sayori. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. She's keeping her voice so quiet I can't hear from her. Sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, but have the fun with everyone else, but that's impossible when she's acting like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? I know it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone retrieves their poems, and I do the same. Make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Alright, let's go to Sayori. She kind of feels like she needs it right now. This is your best one so far. Really nice, Mr. Crimson. Thanks. Mm-hmm. Sarah, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Eh, of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Wanna take a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Alright. Hey, Mr. Crimson? Still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. In the end, yeah? You're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else. Wait, of course I do. That doesn't mean I need to try hard to impress them. They'll understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. I have to sometimes put up with you, but we have a wavelength or something. This is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So it's sometimes easier to just write about thinking about you. Sayori? No, Mr. Crimson. I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori? Glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori, probably never said to you this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head, and she snivels and keeps shaking her head. Finally gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Mr. Crimson. Just a little rain cloud. Sorry you had to see that. Promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Dory? Tell Monica if I wasn't feeling well, okay? See you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sarah cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna wait until the next day before I hop off for sure. Just because I really don't want to leave it on a cliffhanger wondering if she did the deed. Because I thought it would have happened already. I thought we already moved past it, but it kind of seems like we didn't. Should I show my palm to next? Let's just keep going down the line. We're just gonna do it this way because it's the easiest. Yeah, this one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. See what you're going for was just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Of course, I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems, anyways? Isn't it more of a compliment to me? Eh? No, gross. Ew, you? It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? You ended up just scaring me away. It's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's just kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Etsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, she's an MMA fighter. That's what she hides from everyone. It's totally not her manga. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Sideways smile. Gums direct. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? It was kind of funny. I mean, it's not a joke, but it's like a joking threat. Seriously hurt. What? She just elbowed you in the stomach. Come on now. Man up. Well, maybe it was funny to her. But I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. What? Will be your beach. Oh my, that I thought that I didn't see that my mic disconnected. I just went to go see and make sure that my phone was still like working for the mic and realized it wasn't. Um, we're not gonna go back. I'm sorry, but I just don't really have time to go back right now. So if you missed any of that, just slow it down. I'm sorry, but I don't really have time to go back. Um, maybe tomorrow or sometime if I have more time, I'll like go through just like on my stream. I'll go through and read it for you. Basically, Natsu, it was just a normal conversation. We've already done stuff like this. You heard the voice. As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Eh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing, and I have the most advice to share. Is that so? Everything's for a good moment. That must be terrible. For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome, how unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. Sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri, uh, what am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's just move on. Alright. You want to share your poem now? Okay. Let's make sure I'm actually in. Yeah, I just want to make sure. Alright, here. Beach. Okay, so she did make. What was Sayori's about? No, I didn't. I think Sayori literally just gave us her poem. Sorry, she didn't give us her poem. Wait, what was. We had. Yeah, no, I think it was only Natsuki who we've actually read so far. We just talked with Sayori for. Yeah, because she got emotional instead of giving us her poem. I don't remember. Beach. Marvelous are a marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth periodically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, expanse of bliss, but breath of grey rolling clouds of endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where sand is wet, but where sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it get gently Will it gently lick at your foundations or give in? Or will sudden waves send you crashing down like a blink of an eye? Either way, outcome is the same. Yet we still build sand castles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where thy toes squish and stand. Salty air is therapeutic, breeze is yet powerful. I sink toes into ultimate boundary line. Tempted by the foamy tendrils, turn back and abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, I return to earth furthermore. It's actually a pretty good one. I like that one. Um, I'm aware that the beat is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about that. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. Suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyways, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. Probably just want to throw up. Sound like it's a throw off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style.